nice little pin with a piggy holding an Oscars trophy
In front of
in
Parliament.
front of Parliament.
I'm lucky enough to be unlucky to have one of those beautiful hog pins.
I have not yet hogged a rock yet this weekend.
Let's keep it that way since you're playing with me. This looks good. Gotta go
Yeah,
for weight.
got it. Oh, pretty good.
That'll do.
That's our team motto, isn't it? That'll do.
That'll do. The best motto in gay amateur curling. All right, yes.
Quite a bit of weight here.
This needs to curl.
Looks like it might be hitting that red rock.
Might get might get both.
Might get both. Yep.
No, little jam.
It's okay. That yellow rock stopped in a pretty good spot.
Gotta deal with it.
Yep. So curling is very much about strategy, and it's like chess where you're making moves and counter moves to try and set yourself up for the game or the end of the end. And rocks in front of the house like that, those are dangerous because those are things that you can use on the last rocks to
get your multiple score.
Get your multiple score to really throw a wrench in the other team's plans.
Uh-oh. The hit and roll out.
Yeah. Peter Douglas, who that rock, probably wanted to stay right there so he could have control of this.
Yeah, and this allows the Newfoundland team to draw around the two centerline guards. If they get behind that, it's going to be pretty tough to get rid of. The line looks pretty good here. The weight also looks good. It's got a curl.
It's great. Sweepers get on it just to drag it all the way to the button.
Got a piece buried, almost all of it, 3/4. It's a great throw. Looks like she's got her draw weight already. That's always nice to have draw weight in your pocket in the first end. As you can see here, yeah, this angle, you can see that the rock is about half buried.
You know, just behind that, you can see the TD sign. And we want to thank TD Bank for being our showcase sponsor. And it's Lee Rose with TD Bank. And it's because of them that we can even do this today. So we really appreciate them sponsoring us.
This looks like it's going to be on the guard. Might raise their own red in there. It's not.
Well, the unfortunate part is where their shooter stopped, you can't quite see it because it's further up through the house.
It's guarding that 4-foot perfectly.
Yeah, it's guarding that yellow rock more than it was before the shot. So kind of a bit of a backward result there.
So it looks like they're going to be throwing the guard.
There it is. You can see that red rock now and how it's covering that shot rock. Shot rock meaning the rock closest to the middle, the button, the pin.
Which is that small white circle right in the middle of that black. Okay, yeah, taking a different turn. Looks like a lot of ice here, but we'll see.
Leo Druken trying to throw the perfect guard. Now, it's interesting because I think this is the first time they've actually been down this side of the sheet. most of the draws and shots have been on that left-hand side of the sheet, which means that ice has kind of started to warm up and get a little faster. But
Mine
this
looks
is the
really good.
first rock down that right side of the sheet, so honestly, not too bad. That'll do.
Yeah, that'll do.
With
I take back my too much ice comment.
yeah.
This is why I'm in here and not out there.
Trying to run back that yellow, trying to hit that yellow, the guard right on the nose so that it runs
They
back.
might get a little wick here.
Just over curled a little too much.
Good result, though. Gets rid of that guard.
Opens it up, yeah. Yeah, the thing you wouldn't want to do there is throw it wide and flash it right by the whole thing.
Leaving another guard.
Yeah.
Looks like they're going to replace that guard. Line looks similar, but maybe a little heavier.
Yeah, a second time down that same path, the ice is going to get gradually more and more fast. So you don't want to throw it as much weight as you did the first time.
Looks like he guarded the right side of that rock, too. They figured out that line.
That was a great shot. Great guard. Guards are, it seems like simple shots, but they're really hard to get them just
Placement
right.
is everything. The broom's got to be in the right spot. The weight's got to be perfect.
The sweeping has to be right on because
it's a total team shot.
Yeah, exactly. If the sweepers think it's light and they jump right on that rock right away, it's going to straighten that rock right up, and it may not curl where you need it to curl. So
looks like they're going to do the. Looks like he's going to play the freeze on the side they haven't been playing on. So
yeah,
it's kind of an all or nothing here. If he doesn't open up the front, if he doesn't get this perfect.
So sometimes, Ethan, when you're calling a shot, you want to see what kind of possibilities could happen, and if you're going to. You don't, of course, you hope you're going to make the shot, but if you don't make the shot, which is the way you want to miss it? And I think, what do you think here, Ethan?
I mean, this
Skip,
one,
how
I
would
think
you call
if you're gonna miss, you want to be inside, so you hit that guard, so you can move that guard. Just can't be heavy. If it won't curl if they're a little heavy. But you also can't be light and leave a guard.
So, looks like they've changed the call.
Yeah, looks like they're going to open it up. I think
that's the right call.
Having Peter on the team really helps that. He's a natural skip, but I think he was really noticing that that guard was their problem rock.
Oh,
yeah, cleared it out.
Clearing it out, yeah. Mm-hmm. It's a good shot.
Just gives them an opportunity to draw to get to shot stone.
Yeah, now
the guard's not made.
We'll call the skip of the Newfoundland team. They're going to be probably trying to replace that guard, and as we mentioned, replacing their guards is tough. So that's why you get rid of the guard on Dave's first shot.
Oh, I guess we should say, yeah. The team from Newfoundland has hammer as well, so you're trying to
for those who
limit
don't know
the
what
damage to 2.
Having hammer means. What does that mean?
So hammer means the team with last rock. So when we are saying the team with hammer, it just means the team has last stone. So it's an advantage.
A huge advantage.
Yeah,
exactly. So at the beginning of the game, they would have flipped a coin to see who gets that last rock advantage in the first end. And then after that, it's whoever scores, they give up the last rock advantage to the other team.
Looks a little tight for line. Looks like the line that they had for their corner guard.
Exactly. Yeah.
And see, this is why you peel on your first. Like we said, that guard is such a tough placement in the first end especially. You're out in a new path, a little wider, and typically in a new path that you haven't thrown a few stones down, the rocks will curl a little more. It'll catch the pebble quick. So here, Team Moncourt has a open hit and roll. I think they're going to hope for the roll. Behind all these guards.
Yeah, they're discussing, you can see them discussing the shot there. I think that's what the good teams always do, right? They always talk about what went on with the shot. Why did it do what you wanted? Why didn't it do what you wanted? Did you throw it tight? Was it heavy?
Release.
Exactly.
Especially at this level, we don't get enough repetition of throwing stones, so sometimes you pick up a wonky release, and it's hard to get around that.
I mean, not to bring up bad memories, but last night when you went to throw a hit and it was thrown really well, and at the very end, it just one finger trailed off the handle and it just threw it right off. And
yeah,
that's
all it takes is a little brush of a finger, and that rock can make you look silly.
This is why they say
pretty good. Needs to curl a hair.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Right on the nose.
Yeah. So we'll have a nose hit to try and score 2 here.
Good start for them. It's always ideal to get 2 or more on when you have hammer. With that ice, it looks like he's probably throwing board or around that weight. Pretty good if it curls.
It's looking okay.
It's got a curl.
It is.
Oh, there it goes.
Picking up a curl. Yeah.
There it goes. Looks like they got their 2 here.
And that's 2 points for Team They Curly Rocks and the 3 Him Bears. Otherwise, forever known for this broadcast as Team Newfoundland.
Team Newfoundland, yeah. In between ends, we'd like to give a shout out to some of our sponsors. Our platinum sponsor, Eric Sangster Mortgage. If you're ever looking for a mortgage, give them a call or look online. The Ottawa Curling Club, we'd love to thank them. They donate the ice to the Sponsfield, and without that, we could never really have this.
No, absolutely. And that's a huge cost for, this entire for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and to donate all of that time, and the ice makers and Dalal herself, who's the club manager, who's
the bartenders.
Pretty much from open to close. The bartenders.
I mean, the most important people, the bartenders.
Correct. Yes. They're the ones who help us celebrate when we win and help us feel better when we lose.
The true heroes.
Yes.
Of a Bonspiel. All right, so Team Moncourt will have hammer here.
So this is a 6-end game, and after you throw all 16 rocks, that's an end. And so now we're throwing it in the opposite direction, throwing all the rocks back. This is the 2nd end. And again, they Curly Rocks and the 3 Him Bears have scored 2 points in that first end.
And they started with a perfect center guard. You actually can't make that any closer to the house there.
Absolutely.
So we were playing 5 rock rule, no tick. So 5 rock rule means 5 rocks have to be thrown before you can hit a guard out of the playing field. So that yellow stone right now is a tight guard. So the team from Ottawa, Team Moncourt, can't hit that stone off the center line until the second stones.
So the 5-rock rule for the free guard zone, that's been around for a while. But this no-tick rule thing, if it's touching that center line, that line going right down the middle of the whole way down the ice, if it's touching that center line, that no-tick rule is quite new, and mostly because that came about because of some really good play and obviously the more professional level. But someone who is no stranger to the Ottawa Curling Club,
Yes.
Lisa Weigel.
Yes.
She made that tick shot famous.
Single-handedly changed the game of curling, honestly.
Yes, absolutely.
She perfected that shot, and it was so good. It was to a detriment of the game almost, to the point where it made it very predictable who was going to win and lose at the end of games. So it took away the fun aspect of viewership, I guess.
Well, and the tension of what might happen.
Right. Yes, exactly. Yeah. It was. She's still actually a new mother.
Yes.
So congratulations, Lisa. That was a beautiful draw.
I tell you,
there's great
draw
right
weight
now
here in this game.
Mark and I this year were actually in Newfoundland, curling with our team. We go there almost every year. It's a great bonspiel if you're ever looking to go to the Rock in September.
Absolutely.
It's a fabulous bonspiel and great hosts. I have nothing but good things to say about that bonspiel.
And we love our bartenders here in Ottawa.
But Jackie
in Newfoundland.
What a treat.
So Peter's here. Peter Douglas is sitting in the hack, ready to throw for Dave Monker's team. Trying to sink another rock in behind all these yellow guards.
The weight looks good, but it looks like it needs to curl. Bring this behind the tee line so they're not leaving a pocket. Ooh.
Looks like it stopped maybe just in time. It's probably see enough if you wanted to throw some weight at that and hit the outside third of that rock. You might be able to get both. Get a double.
Yeah, at least get them moving. Looks like he's throwing. She'll be throwing control here. It's a nice release. Looks like it might be a little wide here, but
yep,
I like that handshake release. It looks pretty good.
Looks like it was coming back a bit, but not quite enough.
Weight looks really good though.
Yeah, it really
nice
was
control.
It's been fantastic ice conditions here. We want to thank our ice makers for doing such a great job.
They're here day and night. Let me tell you, we were curling out here until 11:30 last night, and they were still around. So they start early and they end late here.
Yep. And ice making is such a science now. Like look at the ionization of the water, the
size of the pebble,
the exact ice temperatures. There's thermometers everywhere in the ice.
Humidity
levels. There's a real science to it. A lot of people don't know that curling ice actually isn't flat. It's on top of the flat ice. They have the ice makers will use this. It's kind of like an upside down shower head.
Yes.
And just spray water up in the air in droplets going down the ice, and it just creates this pebble that we call it, little bumps of ice, and that's, as the rock travels over that, that's kind of what helps it to glide and to curl depending on what kind of rotation you put on the rocks.
They're trying to open up the middle here.
I think that's a pretty good move.
Yeah, they're not in a terrible situation, even though they have 2 opponent stones behind cover, but they're controlling that front of the house, and like you said in the first end, controlling that front of the house is very important for end management.
Leo Druken throwing his first rock. I would think that you'd kind of want to be maybe a little bit tighter here, because if you ever nose that red rock or that yellow rock. Fortunately, I mean, he got rid of the red guard. That's not too bad.
The one they needed to.
Yes. Could try to run back one of your yellows as well. So.
Yeah, it looks like they only have one option. The one just left of center line.
I think the one biting top 12, you could get through those higher 2 yellows to...
And you might get a wiki-ticky and hope for you could get some lucky wick there.
That's right. At our level, you sometimes get those unexpected shots.
Yeah, sometimes you're called a plan D out of the hand.
Or plan Z.
Yeah, plan Z also happens more often than we like to say. It's over curling here, so they'll have that open hit, an open double.
Although, that red rock does pretty much take away both of those run backs.
Yeah, they're... Yeah, from this view, it doesn't look like you have... It looks like you only see a good third, maybe a little more of that red rock. Outward on that. Yeah, that's going to fall out. Unfortunately, that motion on his release when he added the weight to it at the end just straightened out the rock a hair and just missed a little wide.
And there have been times where that spot along that 4-foot, 8-foot line has been quite straight. Over the last even couple weeks here at the Ottawa Curling Club. So it's very weight sensitive. If you kind of add a little too much weight, it'll go a lot straighter.
So the Montcourt team looking for a guard here.
Andrew Burke trying to guard so that the Newfoundland team doesn't have that same hit attempt on their next shot.
Line looks good here if they can get it curl a bit. That'll do.
As we were commentating here, we had a visit from one of our good friends and teammates, Kevin Martin, who's a gold sponsor of this event. His store, Stroked Ego, in downtown Ottawa. Menswear, and just really pours his heart and soul into that business, and we thank him for it, and thank him also for being a great team player and just a fun guy to curl with, and also a sponsor of this event.
You can go online. There's strokedego.ca.
Strokedego.ca, yep.
And do a little shopping. Why not? Everyone needs a little bit of retail therapy.
Yeah,
and
you can order online, and he'll send it out for delivery.
Looks like they're trying the tap, tap, tap here on the yellows. Not sure they're going to get much out of this.
I mean, it could kind of open it up a bit more, give them something to work on for his last shot.
It might open it up, though, for the Moncourt team to draw a third end. So the Newfoundland team definitely would like to get at least second shot here to limit the damage, but looks tough on the angles.
And this
we'll
is
see.
Kind of like where curling is like chess with the move, counter move, right? So you're thinking, well, let's open it up so that we have a shot on our last shot, but then the other team has a shot before you have your last shot. So what are they going to do if you do this? Looks like they've changed their mind. They've going to try and run their high red guard into the pile.
Get some yellow moving if they get this right.
Yeah, that path must be super straight. Not coming back at all. No, it's kind of tough when you're throwing big weight. It's going to run so much straighter, and it just didn't get the curl it needed to.
And if you're the Moncourt team here, you want to get another one in there. Right on top of the red would be great.
So the first 3 round-robin games of the Over the Rainbow Bonspiel is it's called a point spiel. So you keep wanting to score. You don't just want to win. You want to win ends. You want to get points because your total points at the end of the 3 round-robin games are what decided what place you were in. And but now in these qualifier games, it's just win-loss. So you want to make sure that you get the win.
The winner of this will go into the E quarterfinal, while the loser will be out of the Bonspiel.
And so patronizing the bartenders.
Exactly. They get to enjoy the bartenders and all the events that are happening here. Tonight, I believe there's karaoke.
Karaoke tonight, yep.
Last night we had a great DJ here and the dance floor was going. And we had a runway walk. We had some drag kings hosting our evening last night, which was fantastic to see. It's always nice to have some community members. It was a late night last night. I think I got home around midnight 1.
I was 1 o'clock.
Yeah. Don't know what happened to that one, but looks like it's sailing through. Now,
if you're in Newfoundland, what would you do here, Ethan?
I think his only shot is the cold draw to the forefoot, but with his intern, so on the around all 3 of those yellow guards on the left-hand side of your screen there, I think that's his only shot to get second at least.
Looks like Jess Webb is trying to give her input here on what the best shot is for them, and that's why curling is such a team sport, because sometimes there's a shot that the team sees that the skip doesn't, and I'm saying that giving a wink to my skip here beside me.
I'm always open to options. Looks like he's throwing some weight here.
This is last rock for Team Newfoundland.
Oh, he's throwing the red-yellow run. Looks, got a curl, a hair for this.
Oh, it is curling.
Looks good.
Oh my gosh.
That's really good.
That's a great shot.
That's an end saver. What's great is they didn't open up the middle there, so Dave has a tough shot for 2. He's got a cold draw to the full 4, which is the black rings in the house here.
Just a shot he just tried, and so he can take the feedback from his first shot and try to adjust the weight and the line that he threw to make this one better than the last. Lots of discussion happening here. Peter Douglas, second for Team Dave Moncur, who's a skip in his own right. He skips his own teams at the Rainbow Rockers Curling League on Sundays here, and so he's giving his input as well to Dave to see what shot he thinks is best.
I think the draw here is the easiest call. The double run, the double race is pretty precise, and
yeah,
I think,
for sure.
I mean, Dave just threw this. He just threw a little too much and a little wide, so I think if he just hits the broom here and leaves the weight to the sweepers, he should get it to the 4-foot.
Now, Dave is going to have to get pretty close to that rock, biting the little white button in the middle there, because he's going to need to get pretty close to the button himself on this rock to outscore the yellow.
Looks like similar weight to his first. This won't come back.
Yeah, with extra weight, that rock just won't grow.
All right, so that will be 1 point for Team Moncur. And Team from the Rock will have hammer in the third. We'd like to thank some of our sponsors as well. Team Skanes, from Skanes General Contracting. They're out on the ice. They're out on sheet 3 right now. That game is looking like right now 4-0 for Team Fairy Hog Mothers in the third.
And you know, with Skanes, I actually saw some pictures. A friend of who just had a kitchen done, and it looks fantastic.
Oh,
they're meticulous work. So.
They're incredible. If you need a contractor, they are fantastic. I've seen some bathrooms they've done too that I'm quite jealous of. All right, we're starting in the third here, and Team Moncur throwing up a corner guard.
Now, generally speaking, Team Moncur does not have the hammer in this end, so they want to try and block up the middle as much as possible, because in the end, you want to be placed close to the button in the house behind guards, so that the team that does have hammer, when they throw their last rock, has a much harder shot. So
line looks good here. They've really figured out this line. Looks like a nice gradual curl once it crosses the center line. Might actually come out the other side. Stone there.
That's a really good rock, yep.
That's dead buried. Can't see any of that. Moncur is asking their lead to throw a freeze here.
Daniela Landert.
This might come right around everything. Line looks great. Great freeze here.
Pushes that yellow out into the open as well, so might be able to get at that yellow and hit it out.
Yeah, getting around that, drawing around that guard and that stone that Daniela just threw. It acts kind of as a second guard there for the team from the Rock, so they're going to look to get around that top 12 stone and hopefully bury around it.
Mark Sargent, the team lead.
A little extra line there, so this will have to take its time to get around.
curlers are just walking beside it, so they think it's probably a little heavy.
There, it's taking a left-hand turn here now.
That's a great weight.
Wow. Really came back.
Yeah. Leo Drukin and Jess Webb having a conversation on the way down, talking about that rock and what happened. And
so, do you want to explain why a lot of curlers have stopwatches with them?
Yeah, absolutely. So, someone who has played front end most of my life, meaning I sweep a lot of rocks. It's different teams will time different ways. So on our team, we time 2 different ways. We when the person throwing the rock crosses the line that goes along the very back of the rings, we time from there all the way up to the first thick hog line. And that time just kind of gives you an idea of how fast that rock is going. And it's just an idea, though. It's not a perfect science because, as we mentioned earlier, everyone throws a little bit differently. The release is a little different. And so you just take that information and put it in your head and say, okay, well, this is what the time was, but I'm looking down at the rock as I'm sweeping it, and it still looks a lot lighter than what the time said. But it is a good way to just get an idea of what that rock is doing.
Jess hit ended up rolling out. Just didn't curl up for her. Dave's calling probably the hit and roll here.
Which is kind of what we talked about earlier. When you punch that yellow rock out from the guard and you get that opportunity, now you can get rid of that yellow rock. So less chance of Team Newfoundland getting a multiple score.
Oh, this looks tight to the guard.
Yeah, just curled too much and wrecked on the guard.
Now if you're the team from the rock, you can either split the house, meaning throw the yellow stone to the other side away from your shot stone, or you could throw the hit, but the hit will leave a double, so I think the right call would be the split of the house.
Looks like Jess is, that's what she's suggesting too. Yeah.
She must be a skip in her own right. She's got a lot of opinion. Oh,
no,
they're drawing the.
Looks like they're drawing behind the red rock.
Looks good there, out of her hand.
Kind of want to be precise with where this rock stops, because now that you do have that yellow rock in the side there, and if this rock stops just a little bit past that yellow rock, then you leave a double for the Moncur team to get both out.
Looks like a nice stone. It's got to stop. Nice throw.
Yeah, that's a tough double. It's a little too flat. So, I mean, maybe some of those professional curlers could throw it hard enough to get the
4 second
double.
The 4 second peel. Yeah. The rocks here just aren't the same either. The pros play with a lot of very lively rocks where, I mean, we have some lively rocks, but ice conditions and rock conditions are a lot different from club curling to professional.
It's a good little run back. Still does leave an opportunity, though, for Team Newfoundland to hit and sit 2. Maybe try to get a little roll away from that other yellow rock.
So to the left of our screen. Leo trying to throw the hit here. Throwing board weight, which is great on the ice, or great for the ice conditions right now. I think it gives you the most opportunity throwing board. If you're a little wide, you have a little more time to curl to the rock.
Yeah, and the sweepers can definitely affect a rock more, make it curl or keep it straighter. Now that rock did kind of roll, but closer to the other yellow rock, so it does kind of leave Andrew Burke here an opportunity to maybe get two, or even just to hit and roll over on top of that other yellow rock.
Oh no. He's got a piece, or are we field goaling here?
Nope, he's got
a piece. There you go. Actually, he got a good piece. Nice shot. A little more weight, and I think he had the double there.
Yeah, exactly.
Here. They gotta get on this. They really get on that.
They looks like this one is curling a little bit more than they expected, and
they get enough of it. Enough to set one.
Now, Team Monker can hit that yellow rock and have two in the house. Try to hopefully hold Team Newfoundland to 1 point, which is kind of what the team without hammer would like to do. If they can't steal the point, then just keep the other team to one. So there's teams here in Ottawa from all over Ontario, Nova Scotia,
Maritimes,
PEI, Newfoundland here this weekend, and really shout out to all the gay curling leagues across Canada. There's 15, 16 of them now, and
yes, and more popping up in different cities, which is great to see. Definitely helps make curling a little more diverse.
Yeah, it's very interesting because you know curling has become a popular sport, obviously here in Canada, but it's just really risen a lot in the gay circles, and you have all of the gay leagues across the country do a nationals competition every year, and which moves to different cities. And I want to give a shout out to one of the people who kind of started that whole thing, former Toronto curler who's now since passed away, Scott Harcourt. I've heard that there's kind of a low rumbling to call the Nationals trophy the Harcourt Trophy, which would be, I think, pretty
as it should
cool.
be.
But yeah, it's really grown, and a lot of over the years at the Gay Nationals, there's been a lot of professional curlers there, and you and I, of course, are heading there in 6 weeks to represent Ottawa at the Gay Nationals, and
18 teams, I think.
18 teams, yep.
Triple knockout. It'll be hosted in Toronto, so I'm sure they'll be streaming some of those games. So you can plug, I guess, Canadian Pride Curling Championships there. We'll be playing at the Royal Canadian. Looks like they're drawing for one here. Oh, no, not last stone. Gotta go for weight here. She's got great technique, Jess. Her she's got the right angle on her brush, on her broom there. She's putting all of her shoulder and chest weight on that broom head, so she's maximizing her brush stroke there, which is not an easy thing.
No, and the other thing I like to see is like when she's sweeping, it is just the path that the rock is going to be traveling over, not huge big strokes that she's efficient with her energy, which is good.
Sweeping is a skill that you really learn through a lot of time and effort and repetition and
watching how the pros do it and seeing how what they do and what affects it. And as someone who's played front end and swept for 20 years now, I kind of think of myself as a bit of a student of sweeping. And of course, sweeping is another thing that has become a little bit controversial in curling, and new rules that have popped up, and rules against different brush materials and sweeping techniques to make sure that to stay true to the spirit of the game and the intention. Sometimes sweeping can affect a rock so much with a certain technique, a certain material, and they want to try and keep curling in the hands of the thrower. Sweeping is important. They recognize that sometimes if things are too good, if materials are too good, if sweeping technique is too good, then the thrower can be way off and still make the sweepers can still make the shot. So.
I think we see that more on the professional side. We see the dramatic curl that can be created by a really elite level sweeper, where in the club setting we see it a little less. I think the ice is being a hair different, and
and the rocks
exactly. So we see it more in the professional side, but so steal of one there by Team Encore. The hit by
Will Cull
just a little wide, so it'll be one red, so it'll be 3-2 for Team Encore.
I think Will's hit also looked like quite a bit of weight. Sometimes when you're getting in the hack and you say, I've got this wide open hit, and just get excited about it and kick out a little too hard.
Oh, sorry, it's 2-2.
Yeah, because Moncur would have stolen 1 point, so it's 2-2.
They put the points up so quickly. I'm so used to not seeing it so quickly.
What a great team from Algonquin here. They're so on the ball. It's amazing.
We forgot to thank them as well. We have to have all these broadcast to you and streamed. We have quite a big team here of students from Algonquin College, and we thank them for their time here. They've been setting us up all day yesterday, and we'll be here streaming up until the final tomorrow at 2:45.
What's that?
So if you're interested in watching the A final, it'll be tomorrow at 2:45.
I think this is the third year that Algonquin has come to live stream for us, and it really is a great thing. It's quite a professional setup here, so
it's fun for us. We get to commentate we get to feel like a commentator for a day. I just wish I had the makeup crew that they had.
Right. I can be Vic Router.
Yeah.
Getting older, but still looking young.
I can be Joanne.
You'll definitely Joanne Court.
Oh, I feel like maybe I'm a Kathy, though. I feel like I have a little
sass.
A little sass.
Yeah.
And those two are a dynamic duo, Kathy and Vic.
Exactly.
I do miss Cheryl, though. I will say, I do miss seeing her on the.
I miss long since passed away, but I miss Ray Turnbull.
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh,
TSN commentator for years and years and years. Always spoke his mind.
he'd let you know.
Have lots of guards here to start the fourth end. Looks like
Might get a little ticky-wicky.
that was
there
a
you go.
great little wick off that guard and rolled right behind cover.
Wicky-ticky plan D right there, but we take it nonetheless. We aren't, it's not billiards. We aren't.
Huge smile on Will Cull's face because he knows. He knows not the shot that was called, but
we'll take it.
That's the game of curling. Whatever happens, happens. Every team gets those little wicky-ticky shots.
I mean, some more than others.
Some more than others. And some days you're playing in a team and they get all the wicky-ticky shots and you get nothing.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just think the curling gods are against you that day.
Sometimes they are. I don't know. The curling gods are evil.
They're precocious, if nothing else, anyway.
Looks like we're having a mid-ice conversation here. Not sure what they're doing, but
Andrew
we can give a nice update of all the sheets here. So we have on sheet 1, we have sponsored by Stroked Ego. We have Team Sheeted Rivalry from Halifax playing Team La Framboise from the Ottawa Curling Club. And it looks like Team La Framboise is up 3-1 in the fourth without Hammer. On sheet 3, we have Team Fairy Hog Mothers versus Team Skeins, both from the Ottawa Curling Club. And that game is a 4-3, a tight one, a 4-3 for Team Fairy Hog Mothers, who have the Hammer in 4. On sheet 5, I don't even know who's over there. Can't really see sheet 4 and 5, so
in sheet 4, it's 3-1 for Red Rocks, which is Team Phil Dunville. Also from Ottawa, playing Marshall Rowett.
From Ottawa. So our, this Bonspiel is 40 teams, 20 from the Over the Rainbow League, and then 20 from out of town. We sold out in a matter of a minute and a half, and the cutoff literally came down to milliseconds this year. So it's a very popular Bonspiel. So we're excited for next year. Maybe we might increase the amount of teams. We'll see if we can. But
and kudos to Russ Francis and Sean Addis,
yes,
the co-chairs of this Bonspiel, and their hardworking volunteers and committees.
This Bonspiel takes a full year to really get everything settled. We got lots of sponsors, lots of prize and draws that are sponsored from a lot of great businesses.
No, I have yet to win a prize in any of the raffles or 50-50, so...
yeah, we may need to rig that pot for ourselves there.
Okay, but maybe not anymore now that this is on a recorded live stream.
Well, it has to be proven. All right, here, Team Encore looking to hit shot stone here. Peter Douglas throwing his outturn, sorry. That's good.
Yep, looks great. Got a little roll behind that yellow.
Excellent throw.
That's great.
Great weight chosen there. He threw control.
It was Peter Douglas that threw that rock?
Yep.
Yeah. Looks like all the games right now on the ice are pretty close. now that the round robin is over, of course, and the chips have fallen where they may. It's the teams are a little more equally suited for each other, so that's what I would expect to see is some really close games on the ice.
It's fun to watch.
Yeah, exactly. Every shot means something. Yeah.
Looks like they're trying the freeze here on the red.
Not much of that red rock to freeze too, I don't think. But
yeah, they have some options. If they overcurl, they can roll off their yellow, or they don't really want to roll off here though. So, not too sure what the outcome they
quite a
want
way
here.
to make contact with anything at this point. But
there it goes. Once it's off that center line. Ooh, a lot of weight here.
Does leave Team Moncur an opportunity to kind of do the same thing they did in the last shot, where they hit and throw the rock just across the face of the rock they're trying to hit a little bit so they can roll in behind all of that pile. The third, Andrew Burke, getting ready to throw. Oh, he's serious now.
Uh-oh.
Hat's coming off.
Uh-oh. Showing off his fresh haircut. Not a lot of handle here, so they may want to watch out. Rock's gonna curl.
Got a bit of a flop. Not a whole lot, so it's still out in the open.
Now, for the team from the rock, the freeze looks pretty nice there. You're likely to be forced here, so the hit and roll, it makes it tough to get rid of second stone if you want to score two, so let's see what happens here. Looks like they're throwing the hit. Drukin. I love his weight choice. He's always throwing board and gives you the best options here.
Oh, just slightly overcurled. But it does open up those two reds.
Healing here. Interesting choice. I guess he's a little leery of the draw around that, so he's trying to get rid of his own guard here.
What other options would you have in a situation like this?
I mean, his rock on the edge of the 4 foot's a good rock, so if he threw the guard there, it would make it pretty tricky. Maybe they are throwing the guard, and
looks like
they are throwing the guard here. All right, ice they're looking at looked like the hit.
I think they just probably asked to have the broom a little higher so the thrower could see the broom.
A little too much weight here, but I think it
Not
hurts
bad,
them. Yeah, double's not really there.
It's very tight, but this is what you'd call a Christmas tree. Just because it's one rock slightly behind another rock, slightly behind another rock, a term coined by the late great Colleen Jones.
Icon.
Now that was a fun team to watch.
Oh, yeah. So animated, and you know that they're the true definition of working professionals.
Yes.
You know, they all worked
Had full-time jobs.
Full-time jobs
Yep.
and curled professionally for years and at the highest levels.
6-time Scotties champion, Colleen. Four
How many
years in a
worlds?
row. I think 2 worlds
Champions?
championships.
Yeah. All right.
Got rid of one of those red rocks.
Still looks like red's lying 3 here.
Now, as the owner of the hammer for this end, Team Newfoundland should probably start looking at maybe how to get another rock in there to score 2.
Gonna need a skipper's deuce here.
Andrew Burke holding the broom for skip Dave Monker, hoping to guard that red rock on the biting the forefoot. For those of you who don't know what holding the broom is for, it's rocks will always, depending on how hard you throw it, rock will curl more or less, but a rock will always curl down the ice depending on what rotation you put on it. And the broom is basically where you want to aim the initial throw of the rock. And so the ice conditions depend on how much a rock will curl. So if it's a really curly ice, the broom's going to be out wider. Nice wait for the guard.
Yeah. Don't want to overcurl that rock.
Pretty good.
Great throw.
May have shown a little bit of that inside, the inside of the rock. But either way, it's a tough shot to get to.
Gotta throw the freeze here now.
Yeah, I'd be really tempted to throw the freeze on this. Even just a teensy bit of a bump on that red rock. It's a rock behind the tee line, the line right through the middle of the house. A rock behind that tee line is just as good as a guard, really. Because it's hard to get another rock out there if it's kind of guarded from behind.
The broom here kind of looks like they're going to be throwing weight here.
Like board? No,
no.
Just widen the broom
there we
a
go.
little bit. Yeah.
I was wondering what they were going to do here.
Well,
it
looked like
now.
Will was having a good old conversation with second Jess, and I think Jess kind of talked him into changing the call.
I think she made the right decision here.
Not always a good choice to talk your skip out of a shot, though.
Unless it's off the ledge. Sometimes I need to be talked off the ledge.
Sometimes Skip's going down the ice thinking about that shot that he's called and what he needs to do to get it, and if he's talked out of that shot, then sometimes it's a little difficult, but
Got to sweep this for line here.
yeah, I think we got to sweep it for weight a bit too.
Just let that over curl a hair.
I think that probably should have been sweeping that rock a little sooner so that get the better line and weight.
So now if you're Team Encore, lying 2 here, center line guard is pretty, makes it pretty tough for the team from the rock to get
Really to score anything.
to score anything.
Yeah, that's what Dave is signaling. He thinks right there on the center line is a pretty good call. So
Yeah, they'll. I mean, if they draw in here, it leaves an open draw for Leo or Will to score his 1. So the center line guard here kind of prevents that and makes him.
I think he was saying that if he was a little heavy and maybe try to get that rock around, I think it's always good when you're talking about a shot to just kind of get an idea of what could happen, so you're prepared for the shot.
especially the third in the house who isn't seeing the line all the time. It's good to communicate with your third what you're seeing as a skip, and as a third too. When you're sweeping, you should be watching the line of your opponents and your own team, and just so you have a better idea while you're in the house calling your skip stones.
Exactly, yeah. And front ends will often kind of, once a rock is thrown, they'll kind of slide in behind like Jess Webb is doing right now, just to watch the rock down the path and see what's going on and getting some more information with each shot. They'll also time their opponent's rocks to see what times are good.
It's a bit heavy. Might be curling this. Not a bad spot.
Not a bad spot, yeah. Particularly good because you can't hit that rock on the nose and still be shot, because the rock on the side, the forefoot, will still be closer.
Yeah, so they're going to need a hit and roll here to save the end.
Could try that same freeze that they just threw as well.
Yes, that might be a game ender though if it's not made.
Correct.
They're against 4 here, so I think they're taking your advice here, throwing the same stone, or are they throwing the hit?
I guess we'll find out when he throws it.
Yeah. I think it's the draw here.
Looks to me like draw weight.
It's a little wider. This has got to curl past the guard.
It's moving a bit. Not sure if it can move enough, but
there it goes.
Oh, that's past the guard now.
It's really close.
Really close. Got to sweep a bit for weight, I think.
Oh, hard. Wow, what a nice try.
Great attempt. Does cut Team Moncur down to 2 points.
So it'll be 4-2 for Team Moncur after 4.
2 more ends to go. Really big shout out as you, with the camera panning down the ice, sometimes under scoreboard number 3, you can see Eric Sangster's sign for his for all of the work that he's done, all of the money he's donated and time, and really, you know, the platinum sponsor for this event, and we really thank him for all of his support.
And if you're looking for a new home, Curtis Villier of YOW Home Team, who is our gold sponsor. If you're ever looking for a home in the Ottawa area or the Valley, give them a shout.
Really, I mean, it's a 1-2
mortgage.
punch.
You've got Eric too. So
Eric for the mortgage. You go find the home with Curtis, and then get the mortgage with Eric.
It's a 1-2 punch there.
Leads rocks. Team Moncur throwing into the house. Now that they're up by a couple of points, they don't necessarily want too many rocks out in front to give Team Newfoundland an option or opportunity to score, to hide behind and score multiples. So
The freeze here. That same line that they've all figured out pretty well here.
Mark Sargent's been pretty consistent with this line,
yeah,
for sure. Yep.
Weight looks very good.
Pretty good. Those freezes are tough because the line and weight have to be absolutely perfect.
And you're getting into the later ends too, where the ice is starting to change. It's starting to slow down a bit compared to your first few ends. So sweepers have got to make the adjustment. The throwers have got to recognize that the ice may be slowing down a hair. So you're not going to be throwing the same weight in the 5th as you are in the 2nd.
Yeah, with all the sweeping on the ice and especially that path where all the throwers are sliding across to throw the rocks, it sometimes can get a little flat out there. We call it fudgy.
Fudgy or sludgy.
Yes. So if it gets a little flat there and a rock hits that, it'll just really die and curl. So you have to be very careful with that in the later ends of a game. Team Newfoundland going to try that freeze again.
Putting a little extra ice isn't a bad idea here. You want to make sure you're not going to touch that red guard.
Mark Sargent getting ready to set his team up for success. So as the first thrower, they're called the lead of the team, and some people underestimate the effect that a lead has in setting their team up. And
the lead is, in my opinion, the most important stones of the foursome. If you don't have an end set up, if you don't have any guards to hide behind and you're down, you're in trouble. So personally, the lead stones are maybe not the most stressful, but the most important.
Yeah, for sure. It really dictates the play of that end.
And they may seem like an easy throw. Guards and draws may seem easy, but the placement of those rocks are so important in these games.
Exactly. Yeah, and
2 feet heavy can be an end changer.
You're obviously the skip should be the best draw person on the team, but I think the lead has to be the second best.
I think the most consistent thrower is your lead. Truthfully, it's repetition. I find lead stones to be very repetitive in guard and draw around, or someone who can throw a consistent stone twice is always a great person to have as your lead thrower.
Speaking of consistent, seems to be quite a pile up of guards in front of that red rock.
Kind of going to what we were just talking about too, with this path getting a little flatter, so they're seeing a lot more curl here. They're given about 6.5 feet of curl in this spot.
Jess Webb pretty close to the broom here.
She throws a really nice rotation. I like her release. It's what we try to teach in an intermediate clinics. You want to end that release in a handshake motion, just so you're adding that right rotation to it. And
what a
it
great
looks
shot.
Like right to the button there.
Perfect weight.
Great throw.
Looks like Jess took the information from the first couple of rocks and adjusted her weight to make sure that rock.
You can tell she's played competitively at some point in her life here.
Exactly.
Out of the Remax Center in Newfoundland.
Like it might be just wrecking on the guard. Opens up that yellow a bit, so that's not all for loss. But the killer draw master, Jess Webb, is going to put another one down there, I think.
Yeah, throwing the guard here, not a bad call. You could also throw another draw around there and tuck half of this shooter behind the red guard and Christmas tree your own yellow stones. But guard's always a nice safe choice.
They always say that curling is a sport that takes 45 minutes to learn and a lifetime to perfect. And it's very interesting because the goal of a throw is you want to be as consistent of a thrower as possible so that you can predict more what a rock will do, and it's very interesting. And of course, the Ottawa Curling Club is home to one of the greatest teams, I think, to play, and we're so
Canada,
lucky as a
these
nation
years.
to have them representing us, Team Homan, at the Olympics in a couple of weeks.
Yes.
Very excited to see them play, and they've just been on a tear the last 3 years.
Yes, ambassadors for this club. Excited for the Olympics to get started. It's probably my favorite time of the winter or summer when
Correct,
it comes
yep.
along. I'm like any Canadian. I'm much more of a winter Olympics fan than I am summer. But
there are some Summer Olympics that I'll watch.
Oh, I mean,
very religiously.
Gymnastics is one of my favorites.
Diving.
Diving, yes. What's your favorite winter sport to watch?
I mean, aside from curling?
Aside from curling, yes.
Honestly, for me, I think it's probably hockey. Not that I'm a huge hockey fan and watch hockey religiously, but it's just so quintessentially Canadian that I just get so invested in wanting Canada to win the gold medal, especially if we're playing the U.S.
Oh. The rivalry game here. It's always something about skeleton, just going head first down an ice tube. It's it's wild what those athletes do.
Anytime a sport's named after a symbol of death.
Yeah, exactly.
So Leo Drukin throwing a rock to hopefully try and guard theirs. Guard the rock that Jess Webb so perfectly drew down.
It's a bit heavy here.
A little heavy, yeah.
Might want to push that under cover.
It's going to tap it a little bit.
Might help them here.
And then roll. You want to roll that shooter far if you can.
That actually is pretty good. That worked out. Not exactly what they drew up, but
what's our team motto again, Ethan?
That'll do.
That'll do.
So Andrew Burke looking to hit and roll to shot rock.
I noticed Andrew hasn't put his hat back on since.
Oh, he just took it off. He whipped it
off. Oh, did he?
Off.
Okay,
yeah,
all right.
Yeah. No. Too hot to handle while he throws.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, this is looking like a great shot.
This might get the
double.
A little. Not bad.
Not bad. Yeah. Now, Newfoundland can see a lot of that red rock that was just thrown that's sitting right in the middle on the pin. So they may have an opportunity to come down with a soft hit weight. Just get a little flop underneath.
It looks like they want to just tap it back here, which isn't a bad call either. We'll leave a pocket, make it their shooter, the yellow shooter, hard to get rid of.
Like we were saying earlier, a rock behind the tee is just as good as a guard.
Yes.
Quite a bit of weight here.
That isn't
thrown by Leo Drukin.
That is not a tap. That may wick just by.
Just by.
All right, down to skip stones in the fifth. Team they Curly Rocks and the Three Bears have last rock in the fifth. Reminder that there's only 6 ends in this qualifier game.
Just want to point out that you have yet to say their team name correctly.
Oh, reading is not my forte. Haven't had enough coffee for that today.
I was going to say neither is curling, but
yeah, no,
your forte.
That's also true. Looks like Dave's going to throw the guard here.
Doesn't have to be perfectly guarding that red rock. A little bit on the outside is fine, just because there are other guards up front there that are kind of blocking things. So
if they just get just biting center line here, it would really make it tough for the team from the rock to get to that red stone. So given lots of ice here.
don't want to leave an opening, a port between the two guards for Newfoundland to use.
Looks like it's got a bit of weight to it. It might be in the house.
Peter Douglas and Daniela Landert just walking beside it. Peter's now kind of bringing it down.
Great stone.
Yeah, that was great rock. Yeah, so Team Moncur's stolen a couple ends. They're 4 points right now. She, they, Curly Rocks, and the Three Him Bears at 2 points, but with hammer. Trying to find a way to score a couple and go into the last end tied.
First stone for Will here. Not too sure what he's looking for around over on that side. If he knows is the stone that Dave just threw, he'll be shot stone. Well, maybe not. But he'll have a better chance at on his last.
You can also see a pretty good chunk of that red rock on the top button, so...
Yeah, if he throws board or maybe even hack, he could...
Looks like he's considering slashing in that yellow on the side right into the pile.
The yellow, I think?
Yeah, he sees about 2/3 of that yellow rock. Sometimes you have to play the percentages on how likely a shot is to be made, and slashes sometimes are harder to do than a soft weight tap.
Oh, for sure.
So it's but then there's other things to take into account. You know what the skip is seeing, what they feel comfortable throwing.
How they've been throwing.
What are their strengths. Skips will always take that into account when they're calling shots for their team. What are their strengths? I don't want to give anything away to our opponents here, but I know you know that my in-turn hits are much better than my out-turn hits. So
which is common for right-handed throwers.
Yes,
typically. If I could throw my out turn away, I would.
Oh, looks like he's changed his mind and trying the soft weight tap that we were talking about. A little tight here.
Gotta go. Can't let this cross the center line there.
Super's gonna have to work hard to get this one by the guard.
Bad if they roll that yellow away. Not bad. They opened it up.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? That slash he was looking at on his glass rock is still there, so it's still a possibility. Sometimes you want to save those Hail Mary shots for the last.
Yeah, the Jennifer Jones, as I like to call it.
Yes.
Or the Schmerler, I guess you could call that too. Yeah.
For either of them, that slash shot was, or the in-offs, the crazy in-offs, those are so
wild.
hard. I mean, it just becomes quintessential. That's whenever TV shows or news broadcasters are showing or something about them, that's the scene they're showing is when they've made that shot. Because it's also tough.
Iconic moments in Canadian history.
Because those were shots for the win, right?
Right.
So, yeah.
At least Jennifer's was.
Correct.
Against a team from the Ottawa Curling Club that year in 2005.
And Hannah. Yeah.
Gosh, I remember being devastated for that young team. The first time at the Scotties in the final, and Jen makes this shot that's probably 20% chance of making, and
it was
for the win. You know, it was. I believe I was in my I was young. I was just a child. But
I was much less of a child.
it was definitely hard as a young curler to watch a team from Ontario lose. So, but I know a moment I won't forget. That's for sure. And I'm sure Jen hasn't forgotten that either.
Nope. I think with time the sting fades a little bit, but
Does it? You know, that was the end of that team.
Right? Yeah. There's going to be a lot of team endings and new beginnings this season.
Yes.
After the quadrennial, now that Homan has been chosen for the women's team to represent Canada, there's going to be a shake-up. And Jacobs, of course, representing men's at the Olympics. And so now there's going to be, I call it silly season, starting with all of the team shake-ups and move-abouts, trying to create the next best team for the next quadrennial to see who will represent Canada.
Oh, they gotta sweep this. Oh my, gotta go. Ooh. Let that just curl up on them. It's too bad. A steal of two for Team Encore. So it'll be 6-2 going into the sixth.
Tough to take 4 in the last end, but not impossible.
Nope. Gotta get your 2 guards up there, and gotta have 8 shots made, and hope for a few misses from the Moncourt team.
Going to have to get Mark Sargent and Jess Webb their perfect draw weight going to set them up for success early.
Speaking of the Scotties, if you're enjoying this broadcast and you want to see some professionals play, you can tune into TSN. The Scotties Tournament of Hearts is happening in Mississauga right now. I believe first draw today starts in 8 minutes. So really, right after this broadcast ends.
That's right. Of course, the curling may be better, but the commentating won't be as good.
That's true. Yeah, no, you won't get this kind of
repartee.
Yes, exactly. Again, I need a makeup crew. All right. Team Encore through a corner, which is helpful for the team from the Rock. Oh, okay. Yeah. Just throwing it in the house here.
Trying to get points scored early. Also not a bad call to throw up some more guards and more, they say, more shrapnel to hide behind.
They're going to need all the help they can get. Ooh. The weight looks great here.
I tell you,
the got a curl.
Newfoundland front end is their weight has been pretty darn good.
Glad we aren't playing them right now, because draw weight was elusive for us last night.
Felt like sometimes we forgot we had to actually be on the target.
Right. Sometimes it helps to hit the brim. So Dave asking Andrea for the hit here. Line looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Looks like she might get a piece of it. Yeah.
Great hit by Daniela Lander.
She rolls behind the guard there.
Still biting too. That's a pretty perfect shot for them.
Great. Also helpful to Will Cole's team here. That also can be used as a guard if they get right behind that. Biting Red Rock.
Would you, on Dave's or Daniela's last shot, would you have tried to call it so that you rolled right out?
Yeah, when you're up 4, you don't really want your guards. So that her first rock there is troublesome, and they're gonna want to on Peter's first. They're gonna want to probably peel that stone because That's the only way this Newfoundland team has a chance of scoring 4.
Correct, yeah.
And this rock looks, just rubs off the guard.
But
Not
it's another
bad.
guard.
Yes, gets the guard there.
Be hard to get both of those guards in one shot. Not impossible, but Peter suggesting the draw around.
Interesting choice, since they're likely going to be wanting to peel those guards.
They still have to wait for this rock to be thrown before they can peel anyway, but...
They'd like to peel their own rock out, though, because they're never going to be able to get rid of the yellow guard with the red rock in the house.
Sweeping hard to get that rock by, and
looks like they're by. Great throw by Peter. Looks like sheet 4 is a barn burner with
Team Dunville
down 4-3, but with hammer in the 6th.
and Team Sheeted Rivalry looks to be down by 2 on sheet 1 against Team La Framboise, with Sheeted Rivalry having hammer in the last end. Jess Webb is going to try and draw this rock around the rock that Peter just threw.
Mine looks a hair tight. You may wanna sweep this straight. Once it crosses that center line, it's gonna go, and
just really busts off that center line and curls.
The weight looks fantastic for back 8, back 12, which is what they need here.
What a great draw.
Great throw. That's right behind everything.
I'll tell you what, if you kick me off of your team and ask Jess, I won't mind, because I'll totally understand, because her draw weight is perfect.
Yeah, I may ask her for some pointers here. It's she's been locked in all game here. Don't think she's missed a draw yet. Looks like Dave's asking Peter to draw it back down to that yellow stone just thrown. It's like a little more line here, a little more rotation, so it'll take a little longer for it to curl compared to Jess's last stone.
Yeah, you're saying that it once it crosses the center line, it really moves, but then if you have more rotation and more line, it takes longer to get to the center line.
Fantastic shot here. Couldn't have drawn it out better.
Nope, exactly.
Great way to finish when you're
Absolutely.
finish on a nice throw. It's always nice to come back into the clubhouse and feel like you
did something.
Kept your best to last, yeah. So just looking here to recreate our first stone here. It's a hair lighter.
Hair lighter, yeah. Hitting that center line much sooner, so it's going to over curl a bit. You know what they say about the commentator's curse. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Chess.
That's Ethan's fault.
I'll buy you a beer. I hope there's no Newfies watching. I feel like the Newfie curse is going to come at me hard.
I think Jackie, the bartender in Newfoundland and St. John's, just going to give you a stern text.
She's sending the black cats back our way.
Jackie wouldn't stay mad long.
No. She loves me too much.
Dave's going to try and throw up a guard. I like to joke around sometimes. Big mark-sized guard up there in front so that...
Take away this freeze opportunity from the team from the Rock.
At this point, Newfoundland's going to have to make every rock count.
Yeah, it's looking like a concede, but I'm not sure if they are or not.
Pretty good guard. I want to take this opportunity again just to thank our sponsors, Eric Sangster Mortgage, TD Bank, the Ottawa Curling Club, Skeins General Contracting, the Yao Home Team, Shepherd Psychotherapy, Good Life Fitness, and Axion Walker Insurance Services. Thank you so much for your support of this event and making it what it is. I believe next year is the 20th anniversary of the Over the Rainbow Bonspiel, 20 years of just being one of the best bonspiels around, and want to thank each one of the sponsors for making it what it is.
Also want to thank the committee for all the hard work that goes into this. They keep us entertained, they keep us fed.
Lots of food.
They do a world-class effort in keeping us all wanting to come back.
Exactly. There's a reason why this one sells out.
Not a bad leave here. Makes it tough for Dave's team to... Well, they're going to throw the guard anyways.
He tempted to try and hit that. Oh, looks like they changed their mind. Looks like they have...
elected to hit here.
They're listening to the live broadcasting.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, looks like Team La Framboise has made it past their A qualifier game. Past the Halifax boys of Sheeted Rivalry.
Looks like a great hit here from Andrew.
Absolutely. It'd be really tough to score 4 now at this point, but...
I was just about to say, barring a men with brooms moment and having the rocks combust, I don't really know how Team Cull will get their 4 to tie, but I think they're just playing for pride here.
That's why Peter's freeze to that back red was so important.
Saver.
Yeah. Leo
Close,
Druken.
maybe a hair heavy.
Oh, just took a right turn at the end to...
And it looks like Team Dunville will get through their their C qualifier, winning 6-3. So Dave's here on Dave's first here. He's looking to just come down to that Yellowstone thrown by Leo.
Same idea as Peters, so freeze down to it to outcount that back yellow.
Line looks good here. Might want to go for line. It's really curling and they're not moving. Taking a right-hand turn here, yeah. Not a bad result. The weight was pretty good for the freeze had they been on that a little earlier,
sure.
but all in all, not terrible results.
Lots of discussion happening here. They're going to try and draw around. They have to find some way to unhook that red at the back. I don't know how, but just to make
Magic?
that make that yellow in the very back touching the back red.
If they only needed 2, they would have that like angle raise off the red biting the far, but unfortunately they need 4. This weight looks fantastic though.
Yeah. Great line, great
Really
weight.
good draw here. Oh, stop.
If you have some sort of help from the Monker team to get rid of
I would say the only
hooked reds,
yeah,
maybe you have a double yellow run.
throw the tap honestly on the red here, and it game over. Yeah, because I don't see the only chance the team from Newfoundland has would be to use that red stone and run it back and hit that red in the back 8 very thin to miss their yellow. And they may be able to roll for 4, but yeah, I think if the Team Encore just gets a rock
really
in play here and then outcount a few of those one of those yellows, it's
can't quite see it, but there is a high red guard out there too that might block that shot, so it's hard to say.
oh yeah. Dave looking to just freeze down here to the shot stone. I think anywhere in the 8 foot, it's a pretty good spot here.
Andrew Burke holding the broom. Peter Douglas, Daniela Landert sweeping the rock. Lots of curl there.
Now, surprised I'm not looking at that. I would be trying that, running that centerline red rock into the back red. It's their only chance for 4, but looks like they're drawing. Conceding the loss here. Line looks really good here. Ooh, that's curling hard.
A little wide
little
and
late.
just out in the thick stuff.
That's going to be 2 for yellow and a 6-4 win from Team Encore from the Ottawa Curling Club. So they will advance to the E quarterfinal, while
Team Newfoundland can
hit the bar.
Start partying.
So our next draw will be on in about 15 minutes. I'm not sure who's playing, but it'll be a D quarterfinal.
You good? We'll be told if we're good or not. Great game. Yeah.
Keep it simple now.
Oh, yeah. And here we are with Will Cull, the skip of Team She They Curly Rocks and the three Him Bears. And tough game, but one thing I noticed out there on the ice is you had a great communication, Jess and Leo and Mark, and just talking. How important it is for you to have people that you really appreciate and can communicate with when you're on the ice.
Definitely makes it a lot more easy to play and more relaxed, and we don't take the game too serious. We just like try our best, don't be hard on yourself, which I am usually. And with Jess and Mark, believe it or not, this is our first time ever playing with them. Myself and Leo play together, and they were easygoing, and it takes a while to get used to someone else, but it was great. Like, communication is a big thing, and that's only starting to get used to that more the past 2 years.
Perfect.
Jess was your secret weapon tonight. I don't think she missed a draw all day.
She's on.
You better watch out. I'm going to be stealing her maybe one day when we're back in Newfoundland.
And yeah, she's pretty good, and she's only curling 4 years too. So
wow.
Yeah, but she took by the horns, and she ran
She's
with
loving
it.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Mark is from 4 years. Myself and Leo at 10 years together curling. So we're doing okay. We like the social part and the fun part. We're not here to win.
Well, that is really the best part about curling is the social aspect. And I noticed that you were also sharing some laughs with Dave Monker, the skip from the other team as well.
Oh, yeah, I told him if let me win this end, if not, you got to buy me a double. So, so I won the end. So,
well, congratulations on making it to the qualifier, and good luck and good safe travels on your way home.
Enjoy the rest of the Bonspiel.
Oh yeah, we will. Halifax is the next stop for us in March. It was fun. It was great. Been here.
And we did have a couple of shout outs to Jackie, the bartender at the Remax, and tell Jackie we said hi.
For sure. Yeah, for sure. Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much.
I didn't quite ignore you, but I didn't know what way to go.
Get in here, superstar. This fell. It's not very well taped on, so it's likely. I was like trying not to laugh, but I just like felt it.
Oh, you're gonna do one more? I don't know if I have answers that you guys want. Okay. Let's keep it low.
How many drinks did you have last time?
And here we are with skip Dave Monker of the winning team, and congratulations on making it through to the quarterfinals.
Well, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
And so when you were out there, what did you notice about the ice conditions out there? Was it pretty decent?
It was kind of a bit all over the place. The one side swung a lot. There's straight spots. There's spots where it fell out. So it was really not easy.
And did you find that really affected your strategy where you called shots?
Yeah, for sure, 100%. Then I'd be like, I know what that is. We'll figure it out, or we'll avoid it. So
I noticed for this Bonspiel you've added some experience in Peter Douglas at second. How has that helped your strategy and I guess giving you options or different looks at calls?
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
It's
it was nice to have Peter join us, and unfortunately he didn't get in. So then I'm like, I have a spot. So you want to play? And he was happy to. So I'm glad we have him because I can ask him questions and stuff. And even Andrew and I played together a long time, but sometimes we don't see everything. So it's like,
Nice
I guess
to
go
have a
down
second
there.
pair.
Yeah, and Peter's like, what about this? And I'm like, oh, yeah, that was definitely there.
Yeah, I saw a few
So,
calls get
yeah,
changed.
yeah.
And I saw the wily vet there.
And as the skip himself, Peter is a pretty great drawer, and I think a couple of, especially that freeze in the last end, kind of sealed the deal for you guys, I think.
Yeah, and it helped us out in our other games too, being able to just count on him to just draw it down and not worry about him missing or
He's a weapon.
being short. It's like, you need him to draw it in, you'll put it in there. And I'm like, yep.
Well, congratulations again, Dave, and good luck in your next game.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Have fun, boys.